Alright guys, I hope the mic's a little bit better this time. I've not got my new mic yet, but um, I was able to amplify this one a little bit more. So I hope I know the quality still ain't the best, so let's hope we can get through this one. The mic's coming Tuesday, so by Wednesday we should have a better mic all around by then. Alright guys, so today what I want to go over. If you're part of the Discord, you can tag me in a message there, and I'll see it. If not, you can message me. You can message me on stream here, and I'll see it. I'm going to try to keep up with it a little bit better this time. And if you have any trades you'd like for me to look at, any stocks, want me to go over, anything like that, you can post it there. Just give me the ticker symbol, and we'll take a look at it, alright? Oh crap, that's my bad. Okay, trying to make sure I can keep up with the chat a little bit better this time. Once I find chat. Okay, alright, here we go. Alright, so some trades I wanted to go over with today. A few picks that I had. The first one's actually an options pick here. CLF. So, the reason why, let's go to the 4 hour here. The reason why I've been looking at this and at all is overall, every time if you look here at this 4 hour, this is 4 hour, 180 days. Every time this drops under the 200-day EMA line, it comes back up a good amount. If you look here, from 277 around the that's 277. Yeah, 273 to the 1350 range, it popped back up to 17. Again here, around the $13-14 range, popped back up to $20. Again, under, over, all the way up to right here where we are now. And I know what you're saying on this, but it's already popped over and went over. That's the point on these type of swing trades, guys. What you do is you draw a trend line up. Every time it pops under this 200 MA, you either buy in options or buy in stock. Every time it hits the trend line, that's when you'll buy your put. If we're looking, I was talking about this earlier today. A lot of times these options will go on certain days. A lot of time, and you see everybody buys options on every one of these days, but you'll see more options on certain days. The next two big days for options are August 20th and September 17th. So if we look at the 20th, which is 19 days away, and we gotta go to puts here. We have an unusual amount of puts in here, especially when we start getting anywhere from at 21 we have 6,000. And to show you that they're unusual, let's go back up here and look. I mean, the highest you have is around 1,000 normally. If we go after that, same thing. Hundreds, you have one at 4,000. So if we go on the 20th here, we have an unusual amount at the, well, if you want to start with the 2, it's 23, 21, 20, and 18. So let's go back to the chart. We know it's at 25 right now. And if it comes back to around where the 200 EMA is right now, that's 21. So ideally, we would like for our put to be within that range. I like to go a little bit more conservatively when I choose mine. So I'm probably going to hit around this 23 to 22 range. Probably actually looking at it, I may mix it up, put a couple at 23, and then maybe go a little more aggressively around the 2021 range here. So that's what I'd be looking at. Me personally, I don't hold options until they max out or whatever. I don't try to top ticket, as they say. As soon as it hits, especially if I'm that far out of the money, as soon as it hits my price, I'm out. As soon as it hits that strike, I'm out. And that's a pretty good amount if you look at that. But, this shows you that there's a unusual amount of people betting on puts for this for at least the next 20 days. So that's one of the calls there. If we start looking, I want to show this one. I'm not sure right where I land on it yet. NSAV. Now they deal in crypto, and as you can see, it's blew up here. It's actually blew up so much that for this whole time period, it's been above the 70 mark on the RSI. Now, if you know this indicator, you know that means it's highly overbought. Usually when it gets over that, you want to see it cool down, and it's not. And the reason why it is being this, if we go to news here, they are crypto prices might be in a bit of a slump right now, but you can tell this is taken a couple days ago. But that doesn't seem to have any effect on investors and companies alike perceive the future of digitized assets. So, can't even talk today. One existing stock is releasing its product after hitting the trading floor. Net Savings Link. It's preparing to be the second publicly traded crypto exchange in the U.S. So, they are going onto the market. So they're in the OTC market right now. They're going on to the main market, and let me find this here. Venture capitalism firm. August 9th is a big day for the company and for NSAV stock. Per a press release published earlier this week, the launch of the company's crypto exchange will make it just the second ever publicly traded crypto exchange in the U.S. just after Coinbase. Now, if you know anything about IPOs, they usually pump up the next day or two. On average, if you look at IPOs, I think after 6 months, they end up gaining, I want to say it's like 4 to 6% over 6 months. But if you look within that first week, those first 3 days of trading, they bump up 18% or better. So that's where you want to try to catch these. But this, I'm not even worried about the IPO on this. This might be something good after it IPOs and it comes back down. This is going to be one of those buy the rumor, sell the news deals. I really believe it's going to pump after IPO and come back down some. I don't think this is going to have as big a crash as some of the others. So the question is, this week coming up to the 9th, where were we at here? Go back to the chart. Can it run more? Well, we know in order for it to be on the NASDAQ, it has to be up over $1. That's one of the requirements. So it's not there yet. The free float on it is 4 billion, not million, 4 billion. So they have a lot of shares out. So I guess if they wanted to, I'll have to look at that press release. But this is just one. I've not dug too deep into it. I wanted to just throw it out there to give y'all something to look into. Do your own DD. Does it have room to still go? What is it? What's it going to be when it hits in the NASDAQ and all that? So We'll go back over this and again later after I've done some more DD. I just wanted to throw this out there, get it into the community, get it noticed, and maybe somebody can throw some of their DD back at me. Now, another one I've been looking at, ARK Invest is a investment firm. They have a lot of ETFs. One of their ETFs is Print. And they just bought up a shitload of a penny stock here. Oh crap. Let me just show you on this. Let me go to browser. If we come up to Lucid here, I'll find it here in a second, guys. ARK, here we go. Explore ETFs. So if we come down to their 3D printing ETF here, they have one here for their holdings. Right here, view all holdings. What we're looking for here, I think, is number 20. No. It is number, so they've even upped it since I looked last. It is number 15 now. They have over almost 13,000 million shares of this company. It is CFMS. Let me make sure I put that in there right. I think I put a different one. CFMS. Yes, okay, so let me go back here now. Show you the chart. Refresh it. Well, there we go. So we can see it's very bullish right now, and it has a nice bounce. It's moved up, and it's moved up a lot. If we go here with a trend line, we can see right here off of this bounce off the 200 to its high right here was 12 days, and it moved 61%. And that's a healthy move. That's not just one big rush to the top. You can see every time it hit the 70 mark on the RSI that it's cooled off and it's went up, and it's continuing. And they just bought 12 million shares of this company, guys. So this is not one to sleep on. This could be very good. The free float is not super high. It's actually on the low end of the mid. So this would be a good one to look at. Now, some of the others I've been looking at. Last Friday, or Thursday or Friday, we ended up buying Spot. Now, the thing I liked about Spot is we had this sell-off, especially right in here, due to earnings. And it wasn't that they had a terrible earnings call. I think one of the reasons for the sell-off is they was worried about future growth. But as you can see, if we pull back on this 4-hour mark, they have had a little bit of an earnings problem through some of this, but they always have these big bounces up. So we're not talking about this one going back up to 387. My game plan on this one is I bought in around the 220 mark, and then I bought some more around this mark here. I'm selling around the 270 mark, and if we do a fib retracement on it, that puts us right at about 78%. So that's right at a good retracement on it. Another one I bought in, let me just check one other thing here, guys. trying not to leave nobody behind on this. Like I said, if y'all want to tag me either in Discord or do a chat, I'll look at the stocks that y'all have. But another one we bought into was Activision. If anybody is into gaming, they probably heard about the Activision story. They've had a rough couple of days of some bad press, and it was pretty bad, guys. But Activision overall, it makes money. And as we can see right here, they have about found a bottom. They found support. It's trending back up. So is the RSI. Even though it's still oversold a lot, it is trending back up. I believe we have hit the bottom. And if we do this to here, so that's 4 days, a 10% gain. So I'm expecting to hold this for about a week to 2 weeks, so no longer than 14 days, and to get at least that much back. I've actually set my take profit here at what is it, 95, I think is what it was, 94, 95. So I'm not looking to go fully back up to here at the 96. I think I said it at 94. I think that is a good investment. Another one I've been looking at is Krispy Kreme D-Nut. Now we can see here that it's had some bounces and sell-offs, and this one again is not one I'm looking to hold for a very long time. This is about another week, 2 week hold. These are some support and resistance levels. I've marked this the 4 hour. If we come to this, well, let me show you here on the 4 hour. Last time I bought in was back over here around the 17 mark. I went up to about 20 and sold it. Now it's come back down. A lot of this is the reason it didn't bounce was around that Monday that the market crashed. And when you have a stock like this, it's one of the first stocks you want to get rid of in a market crash. Again, the reason I'm looking at this is it has found support here. And as we can see, it is starting to trend back up along with the RSI. The MACD is looking good. It's not completely bullish yet on the MACD, but it is looking good. I believe that this is going to bounce and continue up. So what I've done is I've set min alert here for $16.60 to about $17. If it crosses over that, I'm going to buy in and hold to this $18.99 mark. That would be my selling point on this. So on that, you're looking from there to there, you're looking at about 15%. And usually for this stock, crap. Watch at me now. Get rid of it. You can see the last time it only took a few days to get back up to there. When it runs, it runs. Another one. So the same day that Hood IPO'd, another company IPO'd called Rskd. Now, I was going to wait on this company until I seen this dip right here, and it started getting bullish again. I bought in right here, and then bought some more on this dip under this 200 EMA line when I seen this green bar forming on the 3-minute chart right here. I'll show you. It was right near the end of the day. So yeah, right around here, I seen these coming back up. I bought more in there, and I'm actually pretty green on this right now. And I believe it's a what profile? It's the company's based out of Israel. And if you're one of the type of people that follow ARK Invest, you know they have a whole ITF based out of Israel stocks. They are really booming in the tech industry right now and tech type stocks. but I'm very bullish on this one. I think this was going to be a very good swing. I'm going to hold this one for a couple of weeks to a month, see what it does. Somebody in Discord earlier was giving a stock and comparing it to BTX. Okay, this is a medical stock. So I started looking into it. And as I looked into it, I realized, wow, the other stock didn't really look that good to me, but BTX was actually looking really bullish to me right now. You can see right here I've got a bunch of lines drawn. And you can see how it had this sell-off. And you know me, these channel downs are bullish. It's just a matter of when they break out. And as you can see here, it's broke trend and it has found support. Again, if you look on the RSI, you can see just how much bullish action it has going on right now. So this one come Monday, I believe I'm going to buy into it as long as it doesn't fall below this blue line. If it falls below this blue line right here, then I think I'll wait and see if it bounces off of this 10-10 line and takes back off. But this actually looked pretty good for right now. And I thought that was funny. They wanted me to look at the other stock. ORC right now, guys. If you don't know what a REIT is, REIT, they are real estate ETFs, and their whole goal is to make money and pay shareholders dividends. So I have found a good REIT here, ORC. Now, what I like about ORC is it doesn't move much. If we take previous highs, 586 to the previous lows, 490, that's not even a full dollar. And they just had earnings, and you see it didn't sell off that much. It's actually looks like it's picked back up a few cents in the after hours, so we've almost got a full engulfing candle here. But the fact that it doesn't move much makes it great for a REIT, because this REIT pays monthly. Well, most REITs do, but not only does it pay monthly, it's only $5 a share. So what's the next question? How much does it pay in dividends? 65 cents a share every month. So if you had 1,000 shares, that's $650 a month in dividends. Guys, that's rent in some places. You know? Unless you're in a city somewhere, that's rent. If you are in a city, it's about a quarter of your rent. So that's one I'm very bullish in. I've already bought in. I'll probably buy more on this little dip here. Trying to look at some others we have here. Sophie's been one I've been hearing about on YouTube a lot, and I've kind of been back and forth about it. As you can see here, I've been looking a lot at it. I mean, it is showing trends up. It's found support. I know a lot of YouTubers are bullish about it, and I guess the thing that I do like about it is it does get good volume. It's over 1 million volume. The float is not crazy. It's 500,000. It has found good support. It's, hit off of it. It's tested it several times. I guess with so many YouTubers pushing this, that it could have better volume around it. And as you can see here, even though that this is staying on support, we have bullish divergence going on here. So there may be something behind this. I'm going to watch this, but I have set my alert. It goes back up to 23 here, but I think if we go on further back, it's more like 25 to previous highs. So I have set my alert for 6:30, and what I'll be watching for is the 702 resistance line. If it can break that, retest it and bounce, I might be a buy-in on Sophie. Anything other than that, I'm not interested in it right now. It's just too much of more of the same without it showing me something. I'd really like to see it above this 100 MA line. So guys, let me check chat here, see if there's anybody that wants me to look at a stock or check Discord. See what everybody. Here's one I've been seeing in Discord. AXAS. And why somebody is interested in this, I have no idea, other than they seen a sell-off and thought it could be a deal, or maybe they seen it before the sell-off and seen that it's U-shaping around here. Maybe they seen these green bars spike. I don't know. MACD's going up. I don't get it. If you go up here to the news tab, you can quickly see that it's being delisted. Not only is it being delisted, there's a vote coming up to increase share count. Not only that, before they got delisted, they had 180 days to be. Well, they got warned before that to become compliant, or they're going to get delisted. So they didn't become compliant. They got 180 days to become compliant after that, and still didn't do it. And they're not even going to appeal it. So this, I mean, I'm sure there's probably some strategy behind it, but I just don't see this unless the chart starts showing me something. Now I will say, if you look right here, there was two big buys. I'm sure if we look at volume analysis, it doesn't look too bad. Especially around this 229 mark. But the only other saving grace is that this big spike down is after hours, so it's low volume, it's easier to move. But unless this chart starts showing me something and coming up over the 200 EMA on the 15-minute chart, I'm not interested. I mean, it just looks crazy to me. One other options play I'm looking at here, and then I want to talk to y'all guys about what to do in a bear market. So, LC, Lending Club. Now, I'm looking at this to buy puts. You can see on the 4-hour, it come up, it's very bullish. And you can say, why buy puts on this? And some of y'all may say, well, look at it. It's, it's shot up. Yeah, it's holding, but for how long? But that's not the only reason. That's a slight reason, but that shouldn't be the only reason why you buy puts on something, because sometimes they shoot up for a good reason and they hold for a good reason. You can see right here, even in the regular market hours, it had good green volume. What I did is when I looked at this, I was actually looking at call options. And when I look at call options, I always look at the inverse. So we can see on this right here, on this stock, it only has options for the month days, the big days. So you can see the 20th, 17th, those are the days I was talking about. The next one's the 15th. If you notice, they fall almost right at monthly intervals there, except for these next two. But if we look at the August 20th date, the volume here on it, look at this. And this is not normal volume for this stock on options. If we go to calls, we got one at 28. The rest of them are a lot lower than, look, we have this one at 10, 3, 5, 1,000 here. There is a lot more people betting against this stock than for it. So on that, I think between the fact that it seems to be overvalued, if you look at analysis ratings, it did have a strong buy. Now it's had a hold after it spiked up, and usually, unless it continues to move up, you'll see them put it on the underperform category or even a sell category. But I think on this one, I'm going to give it a little bit more time, maybe see what it does this week, see if more options get out on it. But I think this is a good one to watch for options. This is not only a good one to buy for options, but this is a good one to buy way out of the money options. All right, guys. So I've been hearing a lot of people talk about, is the market going to crash tomorrow? Is the market going to crash this week? Is the market going to crash this year? I don't think the market is going to crash at all, guys. I do think we are setting up for a big market correction, and that may come all at one time and look similar to a crash, or it may come in increments. To me, I think it's going to come more in some pretty big increments up. But what do you do in a bear market? How do you make money besides for the obvious thing of buying puts? Well, guys, y'all might have heard of the SPY. The SPY is a ETF of the S&P 500. It's actually what I look at. If you go here, let me show you here. Switch this to, oops, sorry. Let me bring this up here. FinViz. Now I use FinViz a lot to look for stocks. Alright, let me switch you guys over here. Okay, if you look at FinViz up here at the top, it has the three major markets, the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500. So when we go back to Webull, the SPY is an ETF on the S&P 500. So you ask, why am I showing you this? Who gives a shit? If it goes up, it goes up. We're talking about if things go down. Well, it has an inverse ETF. That inverse ETF is SPQS. No, that's not right. Crap. I got it written down here. Oh, shit. Hang on, guys. Ain't that a big fuck up? Excuse me about that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, guys. What in the world? I knew I should have kept that written down. So what did I put down? Oh, okay. There we go. I found it now. Sorry, guys. There it is. It is SPX S, not QS. So this is the bear version of the SPY, and it's triple leveraged. So this goes down when the SPY goes up, which means it goes up when the SPY goes down. So if you see the S&P 500 dipping down, this can be a good place to make money. Now, as you can see, it doesn't move a hell of a lot. I mean, right here it's at 25, and the low was at 21. I mean, that's $4. That's not bad. I mean, that's, what, about 12, 10%, something like that, maybe? I don't remember. Let's see. 14%. Almost 15. So that's not bad. You could buy shares in that and make money. But if we look at, because we want to look at calls if we're doing the inverse, for August 20th, look, there's some pretty good volume here. There's some people betting on it to go up to 23, 24, 25. So that's not bad. So this is not the only one. If you noticed when I showed you the FinViz, the NASDAQ is also a big market. And if you don't know the NASDAQ's a big market, you shouldn't be trading. But it has a reverse or inverse ETF too that's also triple leveraged. And it is SQQQ. It's the more well-known one. And as you can see here, it's in a downtrend. And if it really goes bear, there's it could go from 8 back up here to 13, if not even higher. You know, we could see it back up to 16 in a really bad market. But this one also has options, and also, again, you want to look at calls. Look at people that's already had calls in it. This is just for this week coming. And on this 12.5, it's up 100% already. You have these closer ones up 28.16. But like I said, the big money and options are on these monthly days, the 20th and the 17th. Let's see what they are. 43,000. They are betting against the NASDAQ to go down, at least for the inverse ETF, to reach $9 within a month by 43,000. And these call options are only $25. Look, whoever bought these, got in on them early, it's already up 25%. Wow. That's not a bad bet. I mean, I know people that pay more than that for one lottery ticket. Guys, there's money to be made in a bear market besides put options on your favorite stock. You can buy in to stocks if you're not into options at all, or you can even play these call options on these inverses. Now, I want to warn you, there's a reason why they're triple leveraged, because they are inverses. People want to make some money. They want to be able to make money in a bear market and still hold on to their shares. So they want it, in a bear market, they want it to go up 3 times more than their stocks are going up, so that they make money in a bear market. And plus hold on to their shares. So these guys that are usually into this still have their SPY and NASDAQ shares. They're just hedging their bets on a down market. But guys, that's how you make money in a bear market. We had only planned on doing this for about 30 minutes, and I think we are well over that mark. Let's see. Guys, let me say, if you find value in what I'm doing here, and you think you like what I'm doing and want me to continue to do it, hit like on the like button and hit the subscribe button. Help me grow this community. Guys, I really love the Wall Street Bets Discord. I really love being able to get on here and show y'all these stocks. So if you could do me that favor, show me that. Also, I wanted to show y'all another thing I've got going on here. It's a Twitter account. It's a Twitter account for, let me pull it up here so y'all can see it, for the channel. And I've been, if we go to the actual page here, I've been posting pics that I have, and been posting, like this guy right here. Let me show you this. This guy right here, I've been trying to highlight other people in the community that is really doing the Lord's work. They are doing the gospel. The Breakout Center here. If you see here, it says right here, love stonks, retweeting apes and good posts, naked for life, welcome to the Breakout Center, finance professional, but this is not financial advice. You know, that's a legal thing, guys. If you've been in this game, you know that you got to say that stuff. But, you know, I've retweeted a couple of his things here, and I also put him on notice on the Twitter account. This is a good one to keep up with, and we're going to start looking at some of these guys here. So it's worth going out there, you know, checking him out. But guys, I really want to keep this up, but I really want to grow this community. And I've been getting a lot of activity on these accounts. A lot of people are seeing them, but they are not hitting the follow button. They're not hitting the like button. So if you could go and give this a follow too, it would really help out. It'd really let me know what I'm doing here is worth it and that you people like it. So to show you the type of content I've been giving on here, some of these pics, I want to show you the AMC one right here. So this is the post I put here. Is AMC a buy right now? The 4-hour chart looks good. Every time it hits the trend line, it bounces up. And the last little bit is ascending triangle, waiting to break out. So you can see right here, I put the trend line. It bounces, bounces, bounces. And right here is an ascending triangle. It's almost flat across, and it's going up. And if you know ascending triangle, when it's flat across like this, it's almost like a rubber band tightening up, getting ready to break. And the way this has been bouncing up this trend line, it looks like it's going to break up. So we also have this is, you know, talking about how it's broke trend and it's testing this trend line. So, you know, I've been putting stuff on there too. Guys, go check it out. Follow this. Give the YouTube channel a like and subscribe. And guys, I'll be on here tomorrow. We're going to do something around opening. So about 9:30, right before the bell. And then again, we're going to hit it. We'll take a break around 11:30, 12, and get back on it about 2:30 for Power Hour. So guys, you have a great day. God bless you. And I'm out.